Howard's built over 40,000 homes with absolute fantastic execution. He brings this bold ambition around community and housing to life for so many Canadians.
Howard has, in business, gone way beyond what his father achieved. And his father would be so proud. Our parents survived the Holocaust, so they knew each other from the darkest of times. They survived something that I don't think anybody today can even imagine. They called themselves the remnant.
Howard, and anybody like him, has any connection with the Holocaust, has been dramatically shaped by that.
That created a generation of people who take nothing for granted. Everything matters, community matters, building something better matters.
Howard ended up going into business with his father at first to learn the building business. And so Howard, I think, took some lessons from that. And he always says, I don't build houses, I build communities.
Those characteristics that were delivered by his parents, resilience, determination, perseverance, those are characteristics that he has in spades. In the early 80s, Howard began business carrying on in the family tradition as his father had been.
By the early 90s, you couldn't sell a house. Interest rates were very high.
But Tribute came out of that a shining star, way ahead of the marketplace.
He just goes through it, and he does it every time.
Howard's a visionary and a bold risk taker. Not only does he see the future, but he makes it happen.
Howard's sense of community building was very, very special.
He built this 6,000-foot sales office that was magnificent.
He developed these communities people actually fell in love with. It had nothing to do with price or finishing or the spec. It had everything to do with how he brought all those things together.
We had what we called a community coordinator. So when you came into our sales center, we had someone who could tell you, oh, you have 2 children, the young boys, well, the hockey teams are here, and the Boy Scouts meet here, and the ladies meet here, like weaving you into our community from the time you first looked at the house.
He's a perfectionist. When we opened Lawrence Heights, hundreds of people lined up out of the sales office, chaos reigning supreme. Howard shows up and says, that rendering on the wall is not reflective of what the consumer believes we're going to deliver. We went, what? It's not good enough. People are frantic inside trying to get the paperwork ready, trying to get stuff ready. And there's Howard. He gets up on a ladder and takes it down himself.
He was all about customer satisfaction, and building that community was part of that whole focus.
I would do a presentation and he would say, why? What he was doing was really asking all of us to be sure of where we stood. And so the why was always a reinforcement of how could we be better.
He's very competitive. To this day, when we play golf against each other, we call it death matches.
When you think about Howard, he is all in when it comes to sports.
He's got tickets to every hockey game, baseball game.
For years, I bought his hockey tickets. I would ask him, Howard, can I grab a couple of platinum tickets from you for the Leaf game on Saturday? Sure, sure, sure. Well, how much do I owe you? You don't owe me anything, but here's how much they're worth. Send a check to Mount Sinai.
Howard was co-chair of our foundation board when I started. It was like a light switch. Now our foundation raises approximately $100 million a year.
You see his name in many places. You'll see his name at the Art Gallery of Ontario. You see it up at the Jewish Community Center.
Raising $40 million for Mount Sinai, his donation to York University on the educational side, UJA, across the community. He's made a big impact.
He's building Toronto. I think he's building the community he lives in. And I think in his brain, he's repaying a permanent debt to society.
That love of family is part of his origin story and what made him successful. He wants to pass on that success.
He mentors Sam, his son.
And he has the skills that you need to carry on this business.
He's transformed more people than he has skylines.
He builds those long-lasting relationships where you want to do business with.
His partner's goals become his goals, not the other way around. Therefore, you want to jump off the cliff with him. You just want to do it, and that makes him very, very successful.
Howard, tonight you're receiving recognition for a lifetime of achievement. But it is more than a lifetime of achievement in industry. It is a lifetime of achievement in a range of human endeavors, including relationship building of all kinds.
You deserve it because you've been here through thick and thin. Now it's time to get a recognition that you certainly deserve.
A huge thank you for the enormous difference you've made to our community. You're a really special person, and happy to say I know you.
You are a good golfer. I will admit that now. I really will. But on top of that, you're a tremendous relationship builder. That relationship's created some very powerful communities around the GTA.
As proud as you have always been of us, I am so proud of you, and I am so pleased that your community is recognizing you.
Howard, congratulations on a well-deserved award. I know you're always shy of recognition, but you deserve it, enjoy it, and mazel tov.